Working under a toxic boss can be tiring, depressing, and suffocating. Every day will feel like a burden. This will not only affect your office life, but it will also spread across your personal life as well. So, in today's video, we are going to talk about one real story which happened to one of my friend, and we will also see how the brain of a toxic manager work and what happens to the people who are working under them. We will also see how we can escape from this toxic work culture. And if you stay till the end, we will talk about what happened to my friend, an important conclusion to everybody who is going through the same vicious cycle. Let me take an example of a real life incident which happened with my friend who was working with a toxic boss. Let's call my friend Lissy. Lissy was working in this particular company for the last 3 years. Few months earlier, one new manager joined in her team. Let's call the manager Sandra. Initially, Sandra was a very happy, energetic person. Everybody used to love talking to her. Lissy was also so happy working with Sandra. Both Sandra and Lissy are Indians, but Lissy is working from India and Sandra is working from Canada. Initially, Lissy was very much happy to work with such a happy, energetic manager. But slowly, something was wrong. Slowly, Sandra started showing partiality towards the team and started assigning more and more work to Lissy. Lissy, being a hard-working person, she started taking more tasks and started to work more. She thought if she worked more and started to show that she is capable enough to handle things, Sandra will accept her. Despite being angry, Lissy started doing more and more work. She thought if she finishes her work on time, she will be appreciated. But she couldn't be more wrong. The tortures just began. More scolding, more meetings, more unnecessary work, more partiality, taking credit for her work, etc. Lissy was expected to be online 24/7. She should work during the Indian working hours as well as the Canadian working hours. She was expected to be online for a meeting which happens at 1 a.m. midnight. But Lissy couldn't do anything here, because she was the only earning member of her family, and then the whole family was dependent on her. Now this or part of this story can be your story or story of somebody whom you love. Stay till the end of the video to know what happened to Lissy, who continued to work with this manager. Let's see what happens in the brains of such toxic managers and the people who are working under them. This type of behavior from a manager can be due to various reasons. Some of the primary reasons are: first point is insecurities masked as authority. These people will be always threatened by their subordinate. They are so afraid that their lack of skill set will be pointed out by somebody else. So in order to avoid that, they put a mask of dominance, then they push upon everybody next to them so that they will assert the dominance and show that they are the powerful one. This will help them satisfy their egos. Second point, they lack empathy. Either they lack empathy to understand the other person's perspective, or purposefully they do not want to understand them. Either way, they are not even ready to understand what is happening from the perspective of the person who are below them. Thirdly, they are just bad, manipulative person. Such persons can do anything for their personal gain. They don't care what is happening to their subordinate or anybody around them. What is important to them is always their personal gain. Let's see what will happen in the minds of the people who are working under such toxic managers. Point number 1. You will lose your self-confidence. You might be a confident individual who is ready to take any task in front of you. But slowly, working under such managers, you will start questioning your own skill set and you will end up losing your confidence. Second, self-doubt will become your companion. You keep on constantly asking yourself, am I worth it? Am I worthy enough to work this? Am I worthy enough to be in this particular position? So it will create a self-doubt within yourself. Thirdly, you constantly seek for validation. If I work hard, if I can do that, if I can do this, then I can get an appreciation from my manager. But the fact is, you will never get that, and it's not your mistake. Fourthly, you will accept such toxic behavior as a normal, natural thing in your life. You lack the ability to understand what was good and what was bad. Now let's see how to deal with such toxic work culture. There are many points to escape from this toxic work culture. Some of the primary points are: point number 1, identify such toxic behavior from the beginning itself and do not entertain this. Now, how do you not entertain this? That you can do by creating proper boundaries. Now imagine your boss is giving you work exactly in the Friday evening and expect you to finish it by Monday morning. How do you react? It is because of their lack of planning, not your responsibility. You should learn how to politely say no to them. Tell them that you're already preoccupied with some of the businesses which you have decided early and you will not be able to assist them. And tell them that next time if such situation occur, let them know on prior so that they can work on it and adjust their timings accordingly. This way, you will not irritate the boss by completely saying no to them, and you are giving an option to them that you are available for work if discussed properly and priorly for a reason. Second point is ask them to prioritize the task. I've heard a quote that if everything is important and urgent, nothing is important and urgent. So, if you have a lot of tasks, go to your manager, explain to them, and ask them to prioritize it so that at the end it will not be blamed on you. Point 3, plot your escape in the beginning itself. Understand that no matter how much you try, you cannot convince them. You cannot make them understand your perspective. You cannot survive there. So plan your escape and escape from that particular team or the company as fast as you can. So as I said, if you identify such toxic behaviors in the beginning itself, learn how to politely say no. Learn how not to irritate them but decline their request so that they won't find them as your next target and give more burden to you and you get time to escape from that place. The second major point is there is a saying that birds don't trust the branch they are sitting on, they trust their wings. Similarly, grow your skill set so that nothing can stop you. You should not get stuck in any comfort zone, especially early in your career. Use every opportunity to upskill yourself so that no toxic manager, no toxic work culture can let you stop from being who you are. The last and the most important point here is financial freedom. You will constantly get stuck under your toxic boss if you're living from paycheck to paycheck. You will be too afraid to lose the job, take a risk and move on with your life. This was exactly what happened with Lizzie. She was living from paycheck to paycheck because she was the only breadwinner for her family. And she constantly worked for her toxic manager and expecting a promotion in return. But what happened in the end was, she got mercilessly fired over a small incident where she pointed out she had to work 24/7. She was devastated but due to her situation, she begged the management to take her back. But Sandra still pointed out some mistakes from her side and said that you're ethically not suitable enough to work in this company and mercilessly fired her. So all her hard work went to vain. So to everybody who have stayed with me till this part of the video, understand that you are not the problem. And also understand that you can never fix them. So as the time allows you, upskill yourself, plot your escape and then free yourself. I hope this video have helped you. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you.